Ladies and gentlemen, dear guests, it is my great pleasure to open the closing event of the Project Center for the Protection of the Biodiversity of the Sea Boca Aquarium, or in short, MonteAqua. My name is Rado Jelaušević and I'm project manager. Today, the Institute of Marine Biology is celebrating successful closure of this project, which mobilized 1.2 million euros for setting up the Adriatic Biodiversity Conservation Center, Aquarium Boca, with the first Montenegrin public aquarium and a rescue center for sea turtles and other endangered marine animals. Unfortunately, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we are not in position to organize a personal event. However, I do hope that modern communication technology, in this particular case, Zoom platform, will enable an efficient participation of all of you. We are thanking for connecting to the Zoom platform and kindly asking all participants to mute their microphones on laptops or mobile phones from which they are following us in order to avoid technical problems. At the very beginning, it is my pleasure to give the floor to my director, Dr. Aleksandar Joksimović, Director of the Institute of Marine Biology, University of Montenegro, to address this event.
Thank you, Rado. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues. I am pleased to welcome you to the closing event of the Project Center for the Protection of the Biodiversity of the Sea Boca Aquarium, MonteAqua, which is at the same time a first virtual project event. We are sorry for we can't welcome all of you personally in the Institute of Marine Biology of the University of Montenegro. However, being faced with severe consequences of COVID-19 global epidemic and losses of life across the world, we put our safety in front of our wishes to host you in the historical building of Institute. We hope that modern communication technology will enable us to feel together and effectively share these important moments for us with all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, I am grateful to all donors and partners which made possible a successful implementation of the Project Center for the Protection of the Biodiversity of Sea Boca Aquarium, MonteAqua. I am welcoming all today's speakers. Professor Danilo Nikolić, Rector of University of Montenegro. Mr. Geir Johansen, Charge d'Affaires of the Royal Norwegian Embassy in Belgrade. Ms. Slavica Pavlović, Director of Directorate for the Fisheries, Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry and Water Management, Montenegro. Mr. Predrag Jelušić, Director of the Public Enterprise for the Coastal Management of Montenegro. Professor Dr. Vladica Simić, Head of the Aquarium Kragujevac in the Institute of Botany, Faculty of Science, University of Kragujevac. Dr. Rado Jelaušević, Project Manager of the project at MonteAqua. Dr. Mirko Đurović, our new Head of the Center for Adriatic Biodiversity Conservation, Aquarium Boca, Kotor, Montenegro. Mr. Filippo Riccardi, Partner in MonteAqua, Roma. Dr. Nenad Antolović, Director of the Institute of Marine and Coastal Research, University of Dubrovnik, Croatia. Miljana Mičić, General Manager of the Aquarium Pula, Croatia. And Mr. Flavio Gagliardi, Partner in MonteAqua, Roma, and Director of the Cala Gonone Aquarium, Sardinia, Italy. I am thanking all of you who are following our video streaming. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a milestone event for the Institute of Marine Biology. Since it established in 1961, the Institute was performing comprehensive research of the marine and coastal area, setting up our sixth organizational unit, the Adriatic Biodiversity Conservation Center, Aquarium Boca, as a result of the MonteAqua projects, will further strengthen of our capacities. The center, with the first public marine aquarium in Montenegro, will also boost our activities in creation wide coalition for the protection Adriatic Sea. This center, in the best yearly birthday present for our 60th anniversary, which we will celebrate in the next year. Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, I am sure this event will make an excellent overview for executing journey in the project implementation from December 2017 until today. I am inviting you to keep established network alive, and I look forward to hearing about the outcomes of the Adriatic Biodiversity Conservation Center Boca Aquarium. Be healthy, and thank you very much.
Dear Alexander, thank you. And as you said, the Institute of Marine Biology is the organizational unit of the University of Montenegro. It is my pleasure to give the floor to Professor Danilo Nikolic, Rector of the University of Montenegro. Danilo, I hope you'll be able to connect now.
Thank you. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Your Excellency, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I greet you on behalf of the University of Montenegro. It is my great honor and pleasure to virtually participate in the closing event of the project titled Center for the Protection of the Biodiversity of the Sea, Boca Aquarium, with the acronym MonteAqua. In addition to the educational, the University of Montenegro is also dedicated to the international activities in the field of cooperation and implementation of various structural and research projects. MonteAqua is one of the flagship projects that the university has been implementing for a couple of years. The university's strong foundation in marine research is the Institute of Marine Biology, situated on the shores of the Bay of the Kotor. The institute, together with the Faculty of Maritime Studies and the Faculty of Tourism and Hotel Management, represents a scientific and educational core of the University of Montenegro in the city of Kotor. The latest organizational unit of the institute, the Adriatic Biodiversity Conservation Center Boca Aquarium, which we established on 27th of February 2020 this year, will further strengthen our capacities to preserve Adriatic ecosystems and promote our unique nature resources. All project results are providing a strong footprint in sustainable use of our unique Adriatic resources and public promotion on the need to live in harmony with our sea. We are grateful to all partners and donors of the University of Montenegro for this project. For the MonteAqua project, our particular thanks goes to the Royal Norwegian Embassy in Belgrade, the Ministry of Agriculture of Montenegro, and the Public Enterprise for Coastal Management of Montenegro, whose grants enabled project implementation. We trust that Aquarium Boca will open its doors for public visits soon and become a key Montenegrin player in protecting Adriatic species and habitats and building public awareness and action for the Adriatic conservation. I wish you all good health, Merry Christmas, and all best in the new 2021 year. Thank you.
Thank you, Danilo. Unfortunately, on these virtual events, we cannot hear the applause from the audience, but I'm sure that we are all sharing the same joy for this official opening of a newly established center of the University of Montenegro. We'll not be sitting today on this virtual event without Norwegian bilateral assistance to Montenegro and the project setting up Adriatic Biodiversity Conservation Center Aquarium Boca, which received grant from the Norwegian Embassy in Belgrade. I hope that Mr. Geir Johansen, Charge d'Affaires of the Royal Norwegian Embassy in Belgrade is with us and can be connected to address the event. Can we hear Norwegian Embassy now? And if possible, you can switch on your camera. It seems that currently we have some small technical problems connecting the Norwegian Embassy. Waiting to connect Norwegian Embassy, I'm asking Ms. Slavica Pavlovic, can she connect, because the project was also supported from the grant from Montenegrin Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry and Water Management through the project Midas 2 from the World Bank loan. So Slavica, if you can connect, it's my pleasure to give the floor to you.
Čujete me, je li tako?
Da, Slavice.
Dobro. Distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to address you on behalf of Minister of Agriculture, Forestry and Water Management and our Minister, Mr. Aleksandar Stijovic. Due to his unforeseen urgent obligations, he is not able to attend this event, and I will replace him. I am honored and pleased to attend today such an important event as the closing of the successfully completed MonteAqua project and the opening of the first aquarium in Montenegro. I believe that the aquarium will have multiple benefits for science and fisheries in Montenegro. Thanks to the extraordinary long-term cooperation between the Ministry of Agriculture and the Institute of Marine Biology, much has been achieved in all fields within the establishment of sustainable fisheries. The strong connections between the administration and science, which we persistently insist on, is the basis for proper decision-making and adequate resource management. Our fruitful cooperation so far has included participation in numerous projects, negotiation process with the European Union, adaptation of legal acts, data collection and data processing in fisheries, as well as in continuations trainings. We are very pleased that we had the opportunity through the Midas 2 project to make a financial contribution to this project, which we have supported from the very beginning. These projects represent also a continuation of cooperation with the government of the Kingdom of Norway in the field of fisheries, because within the project sustainable development of marine and coastal ecosystem through protection and education of marine fauna, funded by government of Kingdom of Norway and co-financed by the municipality of Ulcin, a fish market has been built in Ulcin in 2018 in order to combat illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing and to start the process of regulation the market of fishery products in practice. Also, we, under support of Kingdom of Norway, in the end of 2018, we construct our fishery monitoring center, and it has been opened with the aim of further improving the field of fishery inspection and control. Certainly, the space for further investment in the fishery sector exists, both in terms of improving the legislative framework and the fisheries information system and improving and strengthening administration.
Jel ovo imamo problem konekcije?
the role that the aquarium will play in the future scientific work of the Institute is essential, and this will be main greater possibilities for studying this part of Adriatic, new scientific knowledge, and great overall contribution to the meeting our common goals, sustainable fishing and better life for coastal communities that depend on it. Montenegro will remain committed to the intensive work of establishing sustainable fisheries and preserving a healthy marine ecosystem by fulfilling the recommendations of General Fishery Commission for Mediterranean and the European Union, as well as all major goals set in the key strategic documents at the regional level. I'm sure that the visits to the aquarium will be numerous and that it will significantly affect the raising of awareness on importance of the sea among Montenegrin citizens, but also all those people who get to know the charms of our part of Adriatic by visiting the aquarium. Because changes in the concessionaires of individuals are crucial for changes at the local, national, regional, and global level. The sea is the source of life in the full sense of the word, and it should be treated that way if we want future generations to enjoy it as well. Thank you very much for attention.
Slavica, thank you very much. And I hope that now we could have a good connection with Norwegian embassy. So please.
Hello?
Can you switch on your camera, please?
I did. But doesn't work. You hear me?
Dear colleagues from Norwegian embassy, we still can't hear you.
Do you hear me now? Hello?
I'm trying to be in touch through the chat with Norwegian embassy, so I do hope that we'll establish that connection, but up until that, it is my pleasure now to invite Mr. Predrag Jelušić from the Public Enterprise for Coastal Management of Montenegro, a long-lasting collaborator of the Institute of Marine Biology, University of Montenegro, which also contributed to the implementation of this project. So I'm inviting Predrag to take the floor. Predrag, we can't hear you. You need to unmute your microphone. Can you try again, please? We are excellent in project management and organizing and managing the aquarium, but obviously we do have some problems in managing this modern technology and maintaining the virtual event. So currently we can't hear you, the director of public enterprise for coastal management of Montenegro. So hopefully in a couple of minutes we'll solve that, that problem. Unfortunately, due to some field research, Professor Vladica Simic is not be able to join us today. However, he sent his best regards to the all participants, and currently I think that public enterprise for coastal management of Montenegro can connect. So I'm giving floor back to Predrag. Can you hear us, Predrag? Still, we can't hear Predrag, so allow me to pass best regards from Professor Vladica Simic from the Institute of Botany of Faculty of Science from the University of Kragujevac, which has long-lasting and developed cooperation with the Institute of Marine Biology of the University of Montenegro. He mentioned in his address that that was a great pleasure for them from the Faculty of Science from Kragujevac to discover a cooperation opportunity in 2017 and jointly develop with us Project Center for the Protection of Biodiversity of the Adriatic Boca Aquarium. Vladica mentioned that that cooperation on the MonteAqua project was not just about scientific cooperation. We shared, he is saying, our passion to the conservation and sustainable use of the aquatic environment. We wish our colleagues, that's a message from Kragujevac, from the Institute of Marine Biology, all the success in management of the newly established the Adriatic Biodiversity Conservation Center and in maintenance of the new public marine aquarium. Our message is that we are looking forward in continuation of that collaboration and cooperation and exploring new joint project opportunities. So thanking again to colleagues from Kragujevac on partnership on this project. Coming back to our agenda, I'm checking again technical issues in connecting with Norwegian embassy. So if you can hear us, it will be our pleasure to give the floor to you and enable to hear your address to this meeting. So can we hear Norwegian embassy now?
Hello, everybody. This is Nela Jovic from the Norwegian Embassy Program Officer. I have regards to you from my colleague Gary Johansson, and he said he will try to join in 5 minutes if it's possible. If not, then I will actually read you his.
Nela, definitely we are fully flexible and we'll give the floor to the gear in a couple minutes. And anyhow, it was wonderful to see, at least virtually, you as we closely cooperated during the implementation of this project. So thank you, Nela, for your short address. We'll keep in touch, and in a couple minutes, we'll give the floor to the gear.
Okay.
Now, I'll
Maybe you can
try
continue with...
my technological skills and share with you the main results of the project MonteAqua. In meantime, I'm receiving signals that we might have on connection public enterprise for coastal management. So Predrag, can we hear you now? So obviously we have some technical issues. Now I'm sharing my screen and will guide you through the main results of project MonteAqua, which mobilized 1.2 million euros. On this first slide, you can see the link on our website. I'm inviting all of you to visit our website. All relevant information regarding project implementation are on that website. In the next few slides, I'll explain you the history of the project and all project milestones. I'll start with a message from my director, Dr. Mirko Đurović, Aquarium Boca head. He said that the Adriatic Biodiversity Conservation Center, Aquarium Boca, is a catalyst for global sustainability through promoting and practicing the effective conservation on behalf of the Adriatic Sea wildlife. That's a mission statement of the Aquarium Boca, one of the main results of this project. What's the project history? I'll try to explain it in 3 steps. The idea was born back in 2016 during a discussion in Aquarium Kragujevac, in Kragujevac, Serbia. Idea was developed and translated into project proposal in 2017 when the contract with the Norwegian Embassy of Belgrade was signed and partnership agreement with the Faculty of Science from Kragujevac. Now, in 2020, we are celebrating the opening Adriatic Biodiversity Conservation Center, Aquarium Boca. So this is a short timeline of the project. I met Vladica end of 2016 in Kragujevac. We had a chat, and the idea of setting up a similar aquarium in Montenegro was born. That idea was further developed also in Kragujevac in 2017 in May on Fish and Reptile Fest, when we met also colleagues from Pula Aquarium, and they told us that that's not mission impossible. So we were encouraged to continue with the project development. In July 2017, as a tourist, I visited Dubrovnik Aquarium. My colleagues from Dubrovnik Aquarium are not aware that we were visiting as tourists in July 2017, but we learned how marine aquarium in very limited space could be managed. And we continue with project proposal development. In September 2017, I visited my dear colleagues in the Institute of Marine Biology in Kotor, and I was faced with a wonderful environment. Kotor Bay, excellent nature. Unfortunately, I was faced also with not so nice conditions at the ground floor of the Institute in once active marine research aquarium. So we discovered existing plans and projects in September 2017, and we decided to translate all those plans into project proposal, which was discussed with the Norwegian embassy in Belgrade. And on the exhibition, symbolic exhibition in Cetinje, the royal capital of Montenegro, in September 2017, we got some signals about possibility to sign the contract with the Norwegian embassy in Belgrade. And indeed, the contract is signed, and immediately afterwards, in December 2017, we were visiting. When I say we, I mean colleagues from the Institute of Marine Biology, University of Montenegro. We visited our colleagues from Faculty of Science in Kragujevac, and we signed partnership agreement for the implementation of this project. Back in Montenegro, from first days of 2018, we started with intensive planning. Meetings with architects, everything was new for us, but we visited also the site, the venue of the Institute of Marine Biology. Some parts even was not so safe to be walked on, but we continued with the planning. And in February 2018, we received also visit from nowadays friend of us, Mr. Oscar Di Santo from MonteAqua company from Italy, with whom we started development concept design and the plan for future Aquarium Boca. In December that year, so at the end of that year, we started with cleaning, demolishing, and constructing new Aquarium Boca. Construction continued in February 2019. Then kilometers of cables, kilometers of pipes were installed and then casted in the floor of the aquarium. The pressure in all pipes were checked. The Institute of Marine Biology also continued growing, literally growing, within the framework of some other projects. We are not speaking about them right now, but we managed everything as a correlated project. So first and second floor of the Institute above new aquarium started to grow up in February 2020. In February, we casted the new floor in the aquarium. The standings for aquarium tanks arrived. Tanks itself arrived from Italy and were installed in the aquarium. The institute continued growing up in February this year. In parallel, we were installing the acrylic panels in the aquarium. Colleagues from MonteAqua company from Rome did that job. Institute almost grew up in March 2020. We installed all necessary equipment, but unfortunately, in the second quarter of this year, pandemic COVID-19 almost stopped all construction and installation activities. So we had a break of a couple months, which caused certain delay in project closure. In spite of all difficulties, we switched lights on in November 2020. That was a symbolic act. Together with colleagues from MonteAqua, we switched the lights on in the aquarium. which marked the closure of a technical installation of the aquarium equipment. This is the timeline of other project events, because I guided you through the setting up of the aquarium, but MonteAqua project during 2018 organized 4 workshops, published 4 white papers, 4 scientific studies, 2 methodologies. More than 300 colleagues were connected in an expert network which is still alive and functioning, and we managed a live discussion on one dedicated discussion platform. 2019, besides described reconstruction of the Institute, was dedicated to the organizing of big scientific conference. More than 150 participants were gathered in Kotor, which delivered more than 90 presentations. 2020 is marked with the finalization of reconstruction activities. Now we have fully reconstructed space, the official establishment of Aquarium Boca in February, 27, 28 February of this year, and finalization of installation of all equipment. The opening of the aquarium, which we learned later on, is slightly delayed. The team which is standing behind the implementation of MonteAqua project, the core team, is project director Mirko Đurović, myself Radoje Laušević as project manager, and colleague of us Ines Peraš as project coordinator. After my presentation, we'll try to organize a virtual tour through the aquarium. But before virtual tour, I'm coming back to 2 missing participants, hoping that the technical issues are solved and that now we can connect Norwegian embassy. So I'm trying again with Geir. Geir, can you hear us and can you connect? I see on the screen Nella.
He said in 45 seconds.
Nella, as we have obviously problems connecting Geir, can you shortly address this event, or we'll invite Geir later on?
He said in 30 seconds he will join us, so maybe
in 30 seconds. Okay, 30 seconds are not too long, because I must say, using this time, that originally we planned to implement the project in 18 months, but obviously we were too optimistic on one side, and on the other side, the work which we planned appeared much more complex, and actually we delivered much more than originally agreed with Norwegian embassy. That is why we extended project implementation to altogether 36 months, and at the end we delivered much, much more than originally agreed and supported from Norwegian embassy. So checking again, can Geir connect us? Still, we have these problems. So now I'm checking with Mr. Predrag Jelušić. Did he solve in meantime technical issues, and can he connect?
Is everything okay now?
Definitely yes.
Finally, thank you. So let's start. Dear guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear participants, it is my great pleasure to address you today as one of the partners that contributed to the realization of the first aquarium in Montenegro. It is, if I may say, historic moment. And first of all, I would like to congratulate to Marine Biology Institute for all hard work, efforts, and of course, strong will to bring this project successfully to the end. I would like to express my congratulations to Mr. Mirko Đurović and Mr. Aleksandar Joksimović for their leadership, also vision, and to all team members involved, because we know it was not easy to realize this complex project in the situation with COVID-19 pandemic and the economic crisis we are facing these days. There is a long history of cooperation between our public enterprise for coastal zone management of Montenegro and Marine Biology Institute in the area of bathing water quality monitoring and marine biodiversity research. We established partnership in numerous national and international projects. Therefore, it was expected that we offer our partnership in the project of establishment of the first aquarium in Montenegro. Our contribution included the co-financing of 80,000 euros for development of the area for open air exhibition that will serve as the complementary part of the aquarium complex. The area between the public lungomare and the new aquarium is designed to be a new part of the open space along the sea that will be enriched with the exhibition and demonstration areas, open amphitheater for lectures, and with the area for the rest and enjoying the view. It will be the national area for education exhibition about traditional fisheries, environmental activities, and demonstrations. In cooperation with Marine Biology Institute, we want to create a common area for citizens of Kotor and all other visitors to spend more time enjoying the wealth of our coast and the sea. Besides its education value, Boca Aquarium has its important role in development of tourism in Montenegro, being an exceptional and very attractive new offering in Kotor. Therefore, we will continue our partnership with the Marine Biology Institute in future in order to further develop this offer. Knowing that project would not be successfully finalized without the contribution of all partners present today, I would like to express my gratitude to all of you and assure you that the generation of young Montenegrins will enjoy this exceptional experience that we all helped the marine biology team bring to the reality. Thank you for your attention and good luck.
Predrag, thank you for your address. And all participants were able to see some shoots which we did literally yesterday, which are illustrating how the Institute of Marine Biology, University of Montenegro is looking like. We, again, do hope that very soon we'll be able to personally host all of you. Now again, checking with Norwegian Embassy, can we finally hear them?
Yes, I think you can. We can at least hear you.
Yes, please.
Thank you very much. Dear Mr. Stojovic, dear Dr. Joksimovic, dear Professor Nikolic, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great pleasure to join you, at least online, for today's event, which marks the end of the project Center for the Protection of the Biodiversity of the Sea Boca Aquarium, MonteAqua. I would like to congratulate all the scientists and professionals from the Institute of Marine Biology of the University of Montenegro and from the Center for Fisheries and Biodiversity Conservation of Inland Waters of the University of Kragujevac for a job very well done. This particular project has a specific value for Norway. A country like Montenegro is highly dependent on marine resources. The seabed and waters are biological treasures that we must protect and harvest in sustainable manners. The importance of actively promoting sustainable harvesting by combating, for instance, overfishing or destructive fishing practices is absolutely crucial. The Montenegrin economy is dependent on the sea, not only because of tourism. Montenegro is an important area for the preservation of global biodiversity as part of the Mediterranean hotspot region. This project has helped develop capacity for the conservation of biodiversity in aquatic ecosystems in artificial conditions, which is important to secure the reproduction of endangered species. With Norwegian support, this project has established the only public aquarium in Montenegro. We sincerely hope that this will build and strengthen public awareness to protect the species and habitats of the Adriatic Sea. The project has also contributed to prevention of marine pollution, the conservation of the Montenegrin coastal areas, to closer regional and intersectoral cooperation, establishing the Rescue Center for Water, Wild Flora and Fauna, as well as the freshwater Skadar Aquarium. The aquarium will also be used for research and scientific purposes. We hope that the public aquarium will attract tourists and eventually become financially self-sustainable. Through this project, Montenegro is also a step closer in aligning its policies and regulations to EU directives in the field of nature protection relevant for aquatic ecosystems and sustainable management of protected aquatic ecosystems. The project also contributed to the UN Sustainable Development Goals, specifically Goal 14, which says, conserve and sustainably use the oceans, seas, and marine resources for sustainable development. Important priorities for Norway are environmental protection, including air pollution and water management, as well as economic development rooted in innovation and job creation. We think that this project has contributed to the fulfillment of both of our priorities. Again, congratulations on a job very well done, and I would like to thank you for your attention.
Geir, thank you again. In particular, thank you for congratulating us for the successful implementation of the project. Allow me to mention that Norwegian Embassy in Belgrade, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Norway, acted also as a catalyst for a donor support for the Aquarium Boca. We started the whole project with initial funds secured through Norwegian Embassy in Belgrade from bilateral assistance to Montenegro from the Kingdom of Norway. However, later on, the other donors joined this project, in mainly the World Bank through the project Midas 2, implemented by the Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry, and Water Management in Montenegro. We are thanking to the World Bank also. Then Public Enterprise for Coastal Management from Montenegro as a Montenegrin institution, the University of Montenegro itself, and we are looking forward to the other donors and sponsors which will support this idea, this newly established institution, the Center for Adriatic Biodiversity Conservation, Aquarium Boca. Its new institution has a new head, new director, my colleague Mirko Đurović, to whom I'm passing by the microphone and giving the floor to try to virtually guide you on a short tour through the Aquarium Boca.
Thank you, Rado. Thank you. Hello, everybody. It's very strange that we are not together today to celebrate the end of the project of the MonteAqua, but I'm sure that this situation with coronavirus will pass very soon, and we will all together join and here in the Kotor Institute of Marine Biology, and we will celebrate the officially and public opening of the first Montenegrin aquarium, Boca Aquarium. First of all, I would like to join and thanks to all our donors, which are mentioned several times, but we are very appreciate their help, financial support, understanding in some situation that we have obstacles in the implementation of this project, but we are very, very proud, and we are very thankful for all of you who support us in these 3 years. And we are here, this generation in Institute of Marine Biology, the generation of these scientists are making one idea to be real after 40 years of the 40 years of the planning to be aquarium, because Alexander and I we found one paper from 1978 that the Institute proposed that aquarium to be open in the walls of the city of Kotor. And you can imagine that you dreaming something 14 years, and then after 40 years, this dream become true. And of course, our aquarium will be for sure one of the touristic attraction of the city of Kotor, I'm sure, and also for Montenegro, because as Mediterranean country, we need to have, from touristic point of view, we need to have one aquarium to offer our tourists and also to citizens to offer to see the beautiful world of marine ecosystem of Boka Kotorska Bay and Adriatic Sea. This aquarium will have, this is organizational unit of Institute of Marine Biology, and aquarium will close cooperate with other laboratories. The first thing will be conservation. This means that one of the main role of the Institute of Marine Biology in Montenegro is the protection and research of the Adriatic Sea. So the aquarium will encourage the new research program, and we will try to conserve the most endangered species, which is unfortunately more and more every year due to the very well known problems like climate change, human activity, etc., marine litter, and etc. This will be one of the first goal of the aquarium. The aquarium will consist with the three parts. The first part of the aquarium will be dedicated to the Mediterranean Sea, where we would like to show you the most representative species from the Mediterranean Sea. The second part of the aquarium will represent the Adriatic Sea with different levels, with different habitats that is consist in Adriatic Sea, and the Boca, and the third part of the Adriatic Sea will be the third part of the aquarium Boca. I'm sorry, will be dedicated to the one of the most beautiful bays in the world, Boka Kotorska Bay. As you see, we give the name of our aquarium in the aquarium Boca. Boca, for those of you who don't know, Boca is the local, let me say, local slang for the Boka Kotorska Bay. The second part of our roles of aquarium Boca in the frame of institute will be education. This is the first time after 59 years where we established Institute of Marine Biology. This is the first time that institute opening the doors for the public. So the first time the public can enter this beautiful building. I'm sure that all of you who haven't been yet here, you will be very impressed. This is the first time, so we opening this for mostly for the children, for the school children, and for the people who like ecologists, people who like nature, who like conservation and everything. So in the open space of the aquarium Boca, we will also have several, let me say, some educational parts where we will show the different level, the different process in the sea, and to learn the children how to protect and how to save the sea from the pollution, from the climate change, for everything, to show them the problems. And so we also found that education on the lower level is very, very important for the children, and to educate the new, let me say, nature preservation and ecologists. The third part of the aquarium, as I said, maybe on the beginning, will be the touristic. As you know, that Kotor is very popular on the world map as UNESCO protected city and UNESCO Natural and Heritage Site, and we hope that Aquarium Boca will be one added value to this city, and also added value to the touristical offer of Montenegro. Unfortunately, we are again speaking about coronavirus, but we hope that we will get positive news from the vaccine, so that in this summer 2021 we will have the first tourist visit in the aquarium Boca. Fourth direction, or four pillars of our aquarium will be experimental research. We are let me say, we purchased the equipment that is most advanced that we can find now on the market. So we can use this equipment also in collaboration with the other laboratories for the experimental research in different fields with animals and also with the plants, to understand the behavior of many species, and special of the protected species, so that are endangered, not just in Adriatic Sea and all over the Mediterranean. So this will be the part of the institute with four different directions of the work, and of course, I think that in the future, when we will have, let me say, more better vision about our work, that we will have most employer here in institute, and we will encourage the young people that are coming here to work on their master degree and PhD degree. So at the end, I'm very happy that this generation, as I said, make one dreams that come true. And once again, I would like to really thanks all our donors. And also I would like to thanks to donors that are joining us later stage. I will the later stage rather mention University of Montenegro, public enterprise for course zone management, and of course very big thanks to the Midas 2 program of the World Bank and Miss Silvia Mauri, World Bank team leader, and their team that recognize also our effort to try to show the beautiful of the Adriatic Sea, and also here we will try to start some program for the future fishermen, and to make them well educated for the sustainable fisheries in the Montenegrin sector, and also in the Adriatic Sea. I cannot, I'm very emotional today, but really thanks to everybody. And really, finally, I would like to ask all of you to get us promise that you will come the first day when the pandemic will be over, and when everything will be over, that we will organize the official public opening of the aquarium as we do in before coronavirus, and hope that our old life will come very soon, and all together celebrate this opening on this very beautiful space in the Kotor and Boka Kotorska Bay in the Montenegro. Thank you very much to all participants who are get very warm word to the Institute and to the Aquarium Boca, and hope that we will cooperate, of course, in the future for better future for all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mirko, and I hope that all participants who are following us on the virtual platform were able to follow also short video done literally yesterday in our aquarium. Again, hopefully very soon we'll be able to host you personally in the aquarium Boca. During the setting up of the aquarium, and in particular during maintenance of the aquarium, we are setting up the network of other similar organizations and institutions. And I hope that today with us are our colleagues from Pula, Croatia, from Dubrovnik, Croatia, from Sardinia, Italy, Calagonone, and we'll give them the floor to shortly address us. At the very beginning, I'm checking, is Milena still with us, the general manager of Aquarium Pula?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Yes, Milena, please.
Yes. First of all, congratulations. I know what you have done, and this is very big job. And congratulations to all of you, especially to my colleagues Mirko and Alexander. Bravo. It's really big job, and I lost myself now. I cannot see anymore. So probably you see me and hear me, do you?
Yes, we can see you in a small window, but still we can hear you.
Okay. And I wanted just to tell you that and express all of my congratulations to all of you one more time, and to you, Radoje, because I know you since I was in Kragujevac last time, and we were talking about aquarium, and now you will you got everything, but now the work has to start and to begin to start now. And I just want you to welcome you to the aquarium family. And especially you have to work a little bit more to come to European Union Aquarium family, which will be very soon. Mirko, I think you will be the main curator, I think, isn't it? And so we will learn together, and we will yes, and we will do everything what aquarium has to do, and you just said to all of us. And so I just want to express one more time congratulations, and the work will just start now for you, and I hope we will collaborate, and we are not so far away. And I hope your aquarists will come to us. They can see what we are working and how we are working. And aquaristic is different thing than biology. You will see very soon. And it is very nice to have colleagues in Italy, and to colleagues in Croatia, and all over the Europe, so that we can learn, and then we can take all their experience, and to work like all European aquarium has to do. So one more time, congratulations to all of you, and we will see each other very soon, I hope. Thank you.
Thank you, Milena. And we are looking forward to as close as possible collaboration with Aquarium Pula. It's my great pleasure now to give the floor to a colleague of mine, Dr. Filippo Riccardi, partner in MonteAqua from Roma. Filippo, if you can hear me, please connect to the meeting.
Hi there, can you hear me?
Yes, the line is excellent.
Great. So first of all, I'm sorry for my outfit is not in line with the dress code requested for such a special happening, but we are working in aquarium in Naples, so I can't do better than this. I am here, dear Your Excellencies and ladies and gentlemen, and it's an honor for us to share with you this moment. It's been a pleasure for us working in Kotor. Just I introduced very shortly our company. We are a team of biologists coming from University of Rome, and in 1996 we built up this company, MonteAqua. Still we are together. We started breeding tropical fishes, and after some years began designing, supplying, and installing public aquariums. Now is our main business since maybe 15 years. And we work all around the world, but even though for us, Kotor has been really a big opportunity, both for professional side and on the human side too, because as Radoje said before at the beginning, we really found beautiful persons there with whom we are sharing a friendship since we have been there for the very first moment. We are going on supporting them with the starting up of the aquarium, especially with my colleague Flavio Gagliardi, which will speak later. And I find a way to thank Milena Micic from Pula too, because it is even thanks to us if we are in touch. She introduced us to you. So thanks, Milena. Of course, we thanks as well, as you did until now, Norway Embassy and the Ministry of Agriculture and World Bank and whatever to let this public aquarium possible to exist. I really felt at home, and it has been a chance to know this country. Actually, I didn't know, and I'm sincere when I say all these things, really. Do you have any questions?
Thank you, Filippo, indeed. And in particular, thank you for the well job in transporting, installing, checking, and putting in use all aquarium tanks and accessory equipment in the aquarium Boca. Our first neighbor is Croatia, and the closest aquarium to the newest Adriatic aquarium, Aquarium Boca, is Aquarium Dubrovnik. I have a pleasure to give the floor to a colleague of mine, Dr. Nenad Antolovic, Director of the Institute for Marine and Coastal Research from the University of Dubrovnik. Hopefully, Nenad, you can hear us and you can connect to the meeting. Nenad, floor is yours.
Thank you, Rado. I hope you can hear me. I will first like to say hi to all the participants. Thanks, Rado, Aco, Mirko, for inviting me to be part of the event. And as you mentioned before, there is really a long history of collaboration on project and many other things between two institutions from Kotor and from Dubrovnik. We are very happy to participate in the project of Center for the Protection of the Biodiversity of the Sea, Boca Aquarium, MonteAqua. And in particular, was unique experience to participate the international conference Adriatic Biodiversity Protection that was held in April of 2019. Close cooperation on the MonteAqua project move us to explore and set new cooperation opportunities. And especially in August this year, we were granted as a leader for the implementation of the project exploring explore cross-border Adriatic biodiversity exchange. And this project basically developing a new project, the new touristic project, new touristic route that we called Blue Pass, which will visit the new thematic routes with improved infrastructure. In Dubrovnik, of course, that will be aquarium in Dubrovnik. In Kotor, it will be Boca Aquarium. In Montenegro, it will be the waterway Hutovo Blato and also the old bridge in Mostar. And basically, idea is to attract more tourists to the region, to those area. The project is supported under the Interreg IPA cross-border cooperation program, Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Montenegro. Basically, we use the funds from RDA, RDF, and IPA funds from EU. The total budget is around 1.7 million euros, and EU co-finance with 1.4 million euros. The project started in August of 2020. It lasts for 24 months. The amount allocated to the Institute of Marine Biology is around €500,000. And we are happy to continue cooperation with the Institute of Marine Biology through the frame of exchange project, and hope it will further contribute in development of the newly established the Adriatic Biodiversity Conservation Center, Boca Aquarium, and our expertise and experience in management and maintains public aquarium will be offered to our colleagues in the Institute of Marine Biology. So yeah, basically that's it from me for now. Rado and Mirko, Filippo, I hope will be able to see us soon in the following project, but also, you know, for other activities. Thank you, and that's it for the moment.
Thank you. Thank you, Nenad, for addressing us, and we are particularly looking forward for the continuation of our cooperation. And thank you for mentioning the exchange project. as it is an important message to our current donors, to the Norwegian Embassy and to the World Bank, because it gives the sustainability of the work done, as will continue within the framework of that new project. Further development of Aquarium Boca will continue our cooperation, strengthening the future network coalition of Adriatic aquaria, and also building up self-sustainability of operations of the Aquarium Boca. Quite important for the self-sustainability is successful operation of the aquarium. And the key issue for successful operations is a proper maintenance. Our main consultant, better saying friend, is coming from the aquarium Calagonone in Sardinia, Italy. And I'm inviting a colleague of mine, Dr. Flavio Gagliardi, partner in MonteAqua Roma, to join us. Flavio, I hope you can hear me. And
yes, yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Please.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? It's okay.
Yes.
Okay, great. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Radoje, for inviting me here. I am part of the MonteAqua group company, and I used to say that I was a biologist because our company manages different arguments, and since 2010 I was moved in Sardinia, where we started the managing of a public aquarium, is the Calagonone Aquarium. So Mirko before invited all of you after this amazing virus, at the end of the virus, to visit Aquarium Boca, and I will do it. But I hope that all of you can come also to visit Sardinia, a marvelous place too, in the center of Mediterranean, where you can visit our small aquarium. And the great thing for me is that we are trying to transfer all our experience to the newborn Aquarium Boca. And I hope to do my best in this direction. And I can say that since the beginning, as Filippo, my colleague, said before, we found a very motivated staff. That's the main thing for a newborn aquarium. And we hope to help you in all the best way we can. And I want also to thank Milena that is present here for the pool aquarium, because for a newborn aquarium, it is important what she said. It's important to keep in touch and to share the experiences of other aquariums, like we used to do in the European community. And I would say that's all. And I hope also that in a while, when this virus will be wiped out, you can have the same great experience that we had in Sardinia, where in the first year we had around 85,000 visitors. So Mirko has a great job to do in the next future, but I hope the best for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Flavio. In meantime, we arranged a bit sitting order in our improvised TV studio. So I take off my face mask and would like to thank at the end of this virtual event to all of you who were following the virtual event. Many of our collaborators, the companies which helped us in the setting up the Adriatic Center for the Protection of Biodiversity, Aquarium Boca, were following us. Thank you again, warm thanks to all of you. Today, we celebrated the successful closure of the project, the Center for Protection of Biodiversity of the Sea Boca Aquarium MonteAqua, financially supported by the grant from Norwegian Ministry of Foreign Affairs through Norwegian Embassy in Belgrade in amount of 750,000 euros, and from the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development of Montenegro in the amount of 370,000 euros from the World Bank loan and project Midas 2. As I said at the very beginning, the Aquarium Boca is only institution in Montenegro currently that combines research and education to promote and practice the effective conservation of marine wildlife. Again, we do hope that very soon we'll be able to host you personally. The doors of Aquarium Boca for public visits hopefully will be opened by the end of the first half 2021. With these words, I'm closing this virtual event and passing the floor to the director of Institute of Marine Biology, University of Montenegro, my dear colleague, Aleksandar Joksimovic, who will address all of you in our language, in Montenegrin, and the closure of the event will be followed also with a short documentary from the aquarium. Thank you again, and I'm giving the floor to Aleksandar, who will be closing the meeting.
Evo, kao što je Radoje rekao, ja ću na našem lijepom jeziku da se zahvalim svima, naravno, da prije svega svima poželim dobro zdravlje i sreću da se uskoro vidimo, naravno, ovde uživo i da prošetamo kroz ovaj lijepi prostor koji je, kako je naglasio moj dragi kolega dr. Mirko Đurović, čekao više od 30 godina da se ovako pojavi u novom ruhu, poštujući naravno arhitekturu ove prelijepe palate Radoničić, poštujući sve one, da kažemo, zahtjeve koje grad Kotor kao UNESCO-va kulturna i prirodna baština treba da ima. Naš san je ostvaren, mi želimo i prije svega su naše misli upućene ka djeci, dakle Crne Gore i regiona, mi želimo da sva djeca iz škola Crne Gore dođu ovde u naš akvarijum, da im što više približimo morski svijet, jer citirat ću i mog dragog kolegu, doktora Sretena Mandića, bivšeg direktora instituta, da biolog koji bar u malim dijelovima ne zna biologiju mora, sebe ne sme i ne može zvati biologom, jer znamo da je život nastao u vodi, u moru i da je negde tokom evolucije se preselio na kopno. Iz tih razloga mi želimo da nauke Crnoj Gori se još dublje i šire razvijaju. Ovaj budući novi centar za očuvanje biodiverziteta Jadrana kao nova podorganizaciona jedinica instituta i naravno sastavni dio našeg univerziteta će svakako davati svoj veliki doprinos i naučno-obrazovnoj komponenti, dakle ovde će se razvijati nove ideje, dakle novi kontakti za nove projekte i naravno još jače i čvršće ćemo koristiti i fondove Europske unije i Svetske banke, dakle i svih onih dobrih ljudi koji žele da pomognu ovu veliku stvar u Crnoj Gori. Još jednom hvala svima koji su imali osjećaj, imali da kažemo želju da pomognu svemu ovome. Nadam se da ste danas uživali u ovom virtualnom, kažemo, svijetu. Evo mi smo odavde kažem i samog akvarijuma još nekako to emotivno doživjeli, kako je Mirko sam rekao. Još jednom hvala svima, još jednom ponavljam, želim vam puno zdravlja i sreće, srećne božićne i novogodišnje praznike koje su pred nama i da se Bože zdravlja u 2021. godini vidimo onako kako i treba, a to je licem u lice, da se zagrlimo, stisnemo ruku jednim drugima i poželimo puno novih uspeha u radu. Živeli i čekamo vas.
Hvala.